Here at Evil Controllers, we are passionate about gaming and creating custom controllers so everyone can game. For the last 16 years, we have focused on creating custom solutions for gamers with limited mobility, and we have created thousands of accessible solutions. We're excited to show you our prototype PlayStation 5 accessible hub that we created, designed for gamers with mobility challenges. We'll give you a brief breakdown of the controller, followed by a more detailed explanation and examples of gaming setups. But before we get into more details, we want to give you a brief breakdown about accessible controllers. You may be aware of the Adroit, the first ever controller for gamers with muscular dystrophy. This was created back in 2010 as a collaboration between Evil Controllers and the Foundation Able Gamers. Years later, Xbox released their own version of the design called the XAC, or the Xbox Adaptive Controller. These controllers are unique in their design as they are engineered to be used by gamers that utilize switches or buttons, allowing for maximum adaptability to their desired gaming setup. This device is needed because there are limited solutions for accessible products for the PlayStation 4 and 5. While we do make custom accessible controllers for all consoles, this design is more similar to the Adroit or the XAC. Some of our solutions are very custom, whereas some are also generalized designs. This device is designed in a way that allows gamers to physically customize their gaming setup for their mobility needs, and that's why it's unique from our other designs. The PlayStation 5 Accessible Hub has 4 sides to it: the touchpad, buttons, 3.5mm input jacks, and a side panel for thumbsticks, power, rumble motors, and microphone. With the 18 3.5mm jacks, this device features every input on the controller, but in jack form. This allows you to plug any type of switch into the hub to mimic any input on the controller. From shape buttons to share or even power, you can operate the entire controller by just utilizing the jacks. Additionally, we have 18 buttons on the side of the box, also featuring every input of the controller. These are duplicate inputs to the 3.5mm jacks, so that the user has the option to use just buttons or both jacks and buttons. The buttons are actually custom-made enclosures that incorporate extremely sensitive buttons requiring the same force as a mouse click. This is for gamers that may have strength challenges with operating the existing buttons on the controllers. The side panel features 3.5mm jacks for the thumbsticks, the microphone, rumble box, and power. The thumbstick jack allows you to plug in our mini thumbstick extension into the device to operate the left and the right thumbsticks. The thumbstick extension allows you to physically place the thumbstick freely in any position that makes sense for your mobility needs. The microphone is added for online gameplay, and the rumble box is an additional haptic feature that gives the user a more immersive experience. Similar to the rumble packs on controllers back in the day, this rumble box can be placed on the table for audible feedback, or even placed on the gamer's body for physical, vibrational haptic feedback. The controller can also be recharged and used wirelessly, just like the standard PlayStation 5 controller. There are all types of switches or buttons, ranging in size, sensitivity, and functionality. This allows the gamer to purchase switches that work best for their gaming setup, and they simply can plug them into the controller and play. For example, here are 2 types of switches that we purchased. One is a larger green button, allowing the user with less motor control to press the button, while we have another button that is an elongated, rectangular shape designed to fit below your finger. This switch requires very little physical force to activate. However, these switches generally come with a high cost, so we create our own solutions as well. This is our mini button switch with a blue button. It can be plugged into any 3.5mm jack to function as a button. It is as small as a typical gaming button, but extremely sensitive like a mouse click. Another switch we offer is the string switch, which allows you to place the string between your fingers and pull to initiate a button press from inside the box. Lastly, as just an example, we can even make a box with multiple buttons like this one here. It has 4 buttons on it, which allow you to plug in 4 cables to the 3.5mm jacks to control any desired input. These are our mini thumbstick extensions, which are thumbsticks in a small enclosure with an extended cable. This design allows you to physically move the thumbstick to any position that makes sense for your needs. Most gamers are restricted by the thumbstick mounted inside the controller, but by creating this extension, it opens up a world of possibilities for gaming setups, since you can actually physically relocate the thumbstick. We initially created this feature for our one-handed controllers, so that gamers can move the thumbstick freely. Naturally, this design made sense to incorporate into this controller prototype. We also offer our thumbstick extenders, which provide a natural reduction in force required to operate the thumbsticks. Due to the height of the extenders, this increases the leverage on the thumbsticks, which then decreases the strength needed to operate the thumbstick. This design also allows you to grip the ridges of the extender and/or even mold clay around the extender to make a custom molded thumbstick. If you have challenges gripping the thumbstick, now you can custom make the shape around the thumbstick to help with your unique grip. Additionally, these thumbsticks can be interchanged with any existing EVEL thumbstick. Simply pull the thumbstick out of the extension and insert the new thumbstick design. In conclusion, we can see that this controller is designed for gamers that utilize switches and thumbsticks with 3.5mm jacks. So this solution may not be for all. This is why we provide support for endless custom controllers for all types of gamers, regardless of your mobility challenges. Check out evilcontrollers.com and head to our accessible section to inquire for your very own custom controller. We're on a mission to change gaming for all, so please subscribe and share.